Let's get into a guy that's not a bust. Guy went from a 4th-round pick, second quarterback drafted by his own team that year, to having an extremely long career that will probably go in the Hall of Very Good.
That's fair.
And that's Kirk Cousins. You like that? I'm just saying, you like that? Like I should put my chain on for him. Kirk Cousins is going to turn 37 years old this year. 14 games, all starts, 66.9 completion percentage, 3,508 yards, 18 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, guys. That's the killer. The interceptions. He had 4 in one game.
I was about to say he had 4 in his second to last game before Penix took over.
His third to last. I think they still even gave him a couple of stops after that. That's the crazy part. You know, it was, yeah. He had 2 more games after that. So that's worse against the Chargers. He had 4 interceptions. But his last games, 1 interception, 2 interceptions, 4 interceptions, 1 interception, 1 interception. He had 9 interceptions in 5 games, guys. That's a problem.
It's a big problem.
Now, you got to look at the tape. You got to look about, what you could do with him and figure out if you think he's a good fit. I'll tell you this. If we get him, you better beef up that offensive line. That guy can't move anymore. He's a freaking statue.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying statuesque. No, he's just a statue. Like, he literally cannot move. You might as well call him David. That's the kind of statue he's going to be. Just to sit there, not do anything, and occasionally throw the ball. This line would not go very well with that. But you also here's a guy with a lot of experience. Here's a guy who could chuck the ball down the field. And he's also going to have the experience to do the best with Blake Neighbors, with Wan'Dale Robinson, and Darius Slayton if we have him next year. I just think that if you get him, hypothetically, that you don't get him on a trade. You got to try to get him as a cut candidate. Because he's got a big bonus coming to him in March. They're going to look to move him real quick, or they're going to trade him. And don't forget, he's got a full no trade clause. If you were Kirk Cousins, why would you let yourself get traded when you know if you just wait a little while longer, you're going to be cut?
This is true.
Because it's not just a matter of picking where you want to go, because they can say, where do you want to go? Oh, you want to go here? Okay. Hey, you want Kirk Cousins? Like, they could do that. But why would you have the team you're going to go to give up assets to get you, knowing you could be gotten 2 weeks later?
Yeah, assets that you could be using to improve your game.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. And they're talking all kinds of stuff publicly that the Falcons are, but, we can just hold on to Kirk Cousins to be a backup. No way in goddamn hell. They are not keeping Kirk Cousins as a backup. I'm sorry. And that's not even a saying like Kirk Cousins is so good and that's ridiculous. What I'm saying is that's ridiculous how much money you're going to pay him. His cap hit next year is $40 million, guys. 40.
Yeah.
Now, if they cut him, it goes up to $65 million. Unless it's a post June 1st and then you break even. So that's why some people think it's going to be a trade. Because if you trade him, you save $2.5 million. Or if you trade him as a post June 1st designation, you can save $27.5 million. No one is going to trade for him, guys. It is the worst kept secret in the world that the Falcons want to move on from Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. We'll give that away. Penix Jr. being on the field.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So, but again, if we need a guy for a year, maybe 2 years, we could do worse than Kirk Cousins, guys. And listen, again, we can do better. None of these guys that we're going to talk about this whole entire list of quarterbacks are top flight quarterbacks. That's why they're available. Because I know someone's going to go in the comment section and go, oh, you want Kirk Cousins? I don't want Kirk Cousins. I just think we can do worse than Kirk Cousins. You know? You want Mason Rudolph? Is that what you want, people?
I don't want Mason Rudolph.
I'm just saying, these are the options. They're not going to be glorious options. Let's call up Kansas City and make a trade, guys.
Yeah.
Give you my entire draft picks for the next 5 years. It's insanity. But this is where we're at, guys, because of how bad they've let this quarterback situation go. And again, Kirk
Ridiculous.
Cousins is a guy you could bring in here that could do some damage some weeks, might do some damage for you other weeks, but at least he gives you a shot to win. That's more than I can say about the guys we've had the last couple of years.
Yeah.
More than I can say. So,
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.